I know everything's made in China, and we have yet to see something made in Mongolia. But we might actually see made in Mozambique soon if we're lucky. And that's all because of the Trump tariffs. And it's for a reason. Because it's going to change how countries act with each other, how the job market changes, and it can even affect LeBron's legacy. Yes, this is a serious matter. Because the economy is just a bunch of gibberish language that people use. Tariffs are basically taxes that are charged on goods imported from other countries. So let's say basically you buy something from Portugal and you live in America. So you'll pay some tax because it's from another country. Because the government's so prideful in themselves, they don't like it when you buy stuff from other countries. So at any opportunity they have, they'll simply tax you so you can suffer. Really what the government's trying to do is prioritize domestic production. And it makes sense because the government wants the economy to rise and for everyone to be well established. Mother likes it when her son enjoys himself and eats out every now and then, but really she wants him to enjoy her cooking and appreciate what he has from his mother. Likewise, with their government, they do want their country to be a nation of hard workers and people that are performing and doing well. That's why the government's so defensive. If we continue to buy stuff from other countries, we could jeopardize our own people by not buying from them, and eventually they could lose their jobs. Now, do you feel any guilt buying from overseas now? I think no, most of us don't, really. And there's a good reason for that. For one, it's cheaper. Buying Nike shoes from your Nike website is pricey. But oh wait, just look a little further, do a bit more research, and you've landed yourself on Fashion Rep subreddit, looking through and seeing yourself buying a $30 pair of Jordan 1s. Yes, this happens, but it's for a reason. Buying from overseas is sometimes cheaper because their production labor is cheaper, so they can sell it cheaper. If it comes to a first world country, they will mark up the price. And simply, the stuff you want isn't available in your country, so you buy it from elsewhere. I don't remember Australia making an RS3. So to buy one in Australia, you have to pay extra for tariffs and other taxes. So it can be imported from Germany to Australia. That's why Trump has begun his tariff move on the chessboard when against China. Well, he's very patriotic, and seeing how America relies on other countries for help, he wants America to be independent and rely on themselves. And this is done so he can boost America's economy. Because people are going to buy from their own country. And if it takes, paying a whole arm and leg just for some clothes from China, you could say people don't really want to buy it and they'll just stick to American production. And you could say Trump's very caring about America, but really that word shouldn't be used. Anyway, this is a serious deal because simply put it, everyone in America is absolutely because the tariffs are so high, where it's causing a problem, everyone that's supplying from China for their business is going to up the price just to be compensated for paying an arm and a leg, say for an air fryer that says made in China. Honestly, I don't know how America is going to operate like this. I'm being very dramatic about this, but it could potentially go good because I know tariffs are still being discussed and making adjustments to it, but China really isn't concerned about this. So that makes me concerned because they know they don't need America to survive. China themselves are very strong and they're very independent because, oh yes, maybe because they export worth $3.5 trillion worth of exports. To me, that shows they don't answer to no one and they do their own thing. There's more that goes behind the scenes about this tariffs. Trump has his own thing. He's a smart guy, whether you want to admit it or not. So I don't know, maybe something will change, but it's still too early to tell. I don't think the tariffs will continue that long because sooner or later people will riot and maybe even start a revolution. I think I'm reaching at this point, but you get the point. This tariff could be coming soon and it will change the way America works. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Thank you for watching and goodbye.